Have Jeannie on the line this morning. She gives a call because she went out with Winston. She thought the date went great, but she hasn't heard from Winston since, and that's where we come in to try to get her a second date. So first of all, Jeannie, tell us how you met Winston.
So we met at a work conference. We both work in tech. Kind of started chatting about work and other stuff, and then he asked me out for dinner.
You don't work for the same company, or you do work for the same company?
No, we just both work in the same field.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he took me to dinner, took me to a really nice restaurant, and then I never heard from him again.
All right. We always have to ask, did something go wrong on the date?
I didn't think so. I thought it went really well.
Okay. But overall, like you said, it was a good date, and you were kind of expecting you might stay in touch with him afterwards, but nothing?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's see if we can contact Winston and see if we can figure out what went wrong, get you a second date, okay?
All right, sounds good.
We actually have gotten a hold of Winston. He's agreed to come on the air with us. So first of all, Winston, do you remember going out with Jeannie?
I do, yes.
Well, she gave us a call, said you guys had a great first date, and then she said she never heard from you after that and asked us to give you a call on her behalf.
Okay. I mean, I'll be honest and say that I think that she's a very nice woman, but I'm more interested in meeting someone who's from the same social circle as me.
Okay. Well, I mean, you did ask her out. She said you work in the same industry. Aren't you kind of in that same circle?
Yeah, well, I just made an assumption that she knew some of the same people that I did, and she did, but it was more of an employer-employee situation, you know?
No, I don't think we do know. I don't know.
So you're not interested in somebody in your own field or that does the same?
Well, I think I would just like to find someone of a similar status to me.
Oh, and you thought that she was of your status, but you found out she wasn't because the people that she knew that you knew, she wasn't of their status either?
Yes.
I'm confused.
I kind of want to date people who are on my level. You know what I mean?
So not only socially, but financially?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, here's the deal. And you said that Jeannie was really nice and everything, and you kind of left her hanging there because she thought you guys had a great date. Did you have a good time on the date with her?
It was fine until I found out that she just wasn't what I assumed.
Okay. Well, would it be fair to give her a little closure, maybe? Because she is on the other line and would like to say hello.
Sure, that's fine.
Jeannie, are you there?
Yeah, I kind of think he's being really superficial.
Jeannie, I respectfully disagree. I think that if I were being superficial, I would not have asked you out in the first place. I mean, you're not really on par looks-wise with other people that I've dated in the past. So to say that I'm superficial is false.
Okay, got it.
Winston, did you just really say that?
Yeah, can you explain what you mean? She's not on par with other people you've dated. Why did you even ask her out?
Look-wise.
Well, I felt like I explained myself rather clearly. I mean, I'm just saying in the facts. She's just not really up to the standard of who I've dated in the past. And I thought, why not give it a shot? And didn't work.
Okay, I don't understand why you even asked me out in the first place then if I'm not up to par. I'm not on your level.
I thought you were on my level, but I was mistaken. And unfortunately, I discovered that on the date.
Can we ask Winston, what would it take for someone like Jeannie to be on your level?
Really, it's something you can't earn. It's something that you're born into, the family that you're raised in.
Oh, and
man.
Jeannie's not part of that circle, as you say?
No.
And that's the kind of people you like to date, Winston?
Yes.
Well, we were going to ask if you'd like to go out a second time with Jeannie. We would pick up the tab for date number 2.
I would not need for you to pick up the tab. That's very sweet.
It's very sweet of you, Hawkeye.
Okay, well, but is there any interest? I mean, like you said, there was some interest at the beginning. Maybe you don't know enough about her to give it a second try?
I think we've been through this already.
I mean, I'm not interested either. I don't want to go on another date. I don't think anybody listening to this would want to go on a date with you. So, totally fine with me.
You'd be surprised.
All right. You know what? I think we all agree that Winston, what a good guy. He's a good guy. Isn't he a good guy?
Man.
He takes out girls and, just that normally he wouldn't date because they're not on his level, or he dates mainly really attractive women, and she didn't really have the looks. Gave her a chance. He gave her a chance.
That was awfully generous of Winston.
He's such a good guy. He gave that girl a chance, and she didn't, it wasn't up to snuff. So he had to, cut ties and move on.
There are some of these, you can always see something in each of their arguments or stances.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I kind of see it. This one, oh my God, Winston.
What do you mean? She was on his level.
Well, he gave her a chance. Yeah.
He gave her a chance, discovered, you're not on my level. I thought you might be on my level, but no, you're not on my level. I thought you knew all these people because you were on our level, but you just work for these people. Ugh. Yuck. We got Tyler on the line this morning. He gave us a call because he went out with Chloe, had a great first date. Unfortunately, no second date, and we're going to try to help him out this morning. First of all, Tyler, tell us how you met Chloe.
Yeah, so we met online and exchanged a few messages back and forth until we met for a drink.
And how did that go?
Well, I thought the date went well. She took an Uber to get there, so I even offered to give her a ride home after the date, but afterwards, I don't know. I tried to contact her, and it's just been radio silence.
Okay. Can we ask you a question here? So you did give her a ride home.
Yeah.
I mean, how was the end of the night? Were you a gentleman?
Yeah. I kind of did one of those lean-ins at the end, and I just went for the hug. I wanted to go for the kiss, but I just went for the hug.
And did you get a good vibe at the end of all that?
Yeah, I thought that the whole gentleman thing was a good move and thought that would help.
But you haven't heard from her since that night?
Exactly. Nothing. Like, I've texted, I've called. Not much, just once each, but nothing.
All right. Well, let's have us give her a call, see if we can figure out what's going on, and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Thank you.
Chloe has agreed to come on the air with us. So first of all, Chloe, do you remember going out with Tyler?
Yeah, I do.
Well, he gave us a call. I guess you guys went out for a drink after meeting online. And he even said that he offered to give you a ride home since you took an Uber there and you accepted that offer. I mean, he said he never heard from you after that, and he asked us to give you a call on his behalf.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable for me. It sounds like he hasn't really given you the full story, because after the date, I super regret offering to let him drive me home, because I'm pretty sure he's been borderline stalking me since then.
Oh, and he knows where you live now because you accepted his offer to take a ride home.
Right, yeah.
Oh, why do you think that he's stalking you?
So, more than once, I have seen his car on my doorbell camera.
Oh, you can see the street from your camera?
Right, exactly. So, I've seen it twice, actually, driving past my house really slowly.
And obviously that's freaked you out a little bit.
Yeah, correct. And then I thought, at first I was like, okay, maybe not, but then twice. And then also made another mistake of posting one night when I went out to this patio with friends, and he showed up there.
So you posted while you were there.
Right.
And then what happened when he got there?
Nothing really happened. It was, I was just with friends, and then I spotted him, and he maybe looked over and stuff, but he did not come over. He did not approach, but he was there the whole time we were.
Okay. Here's the deal. We didn't know any of that, and Tyler gave us a call and asked us to give you a call on his behalf. This is totally up to you. In fact, I might suggest we just end this right here if you're feeling uncomfortable. I mean, he was on the other line. He wanted to say hello, but it maybe is not the best idea.
No, it's fine. I can talk to him. I just want to tell him to leave me alone. I want it to be clear.
Okay. All right. Tyler, are you there?
Hey, guys. Hey, Chloe. So, your house, me driving past, it's on my way home. So maybe that's why I was on the camera.
No. It's not on your way home, because you told me where you supposedly live, and it is nowhere near my neighborhood.
Yeah, but Waze was probably telling me where to go, so that's that. There's no issue there.
Sense. I'm on a side street. It's not going to send you down a side street. That makes no sense.
No, there's no issue. And then also, it was pure coincidence that I ended up at the same restaurant. Like that. I mean, it's a big city, and there's a lot of places to go. So that's another thing that's nothing to worry about.
I mean, this has all happened in like a week and a half.
Right, and it's a popular restaurant, so people go there all the time, right?
Coincidence or not, this is, maybe the restaurant was a coincidence. I can give you that, but the house thing makes no sense. And I'm going to need you to steer clear. It's a little much.
Well, there's no problem here. Like, everything is fine. I think you're just a little paranoid. Like, this is
Tyler, we're
normal
going to
behavior.
Tyler, we're going to jump in here because our whole goal was to see if Chloe wanted to go on a second date. She stated from the beginning she did not, but she did want to say to you, please leave her alone. That's her message to you. So I think at this point, that's the path you should take.
I don't think there's an issue here.
Well, don't drive by her home anymore, issue number 1.
I mean, Waze told me what to do. So.
Okay, well, don't follow Waze if you think it's going down her street.
I mean, it's not really safe to, be handling my phone the whole time while I'm driving.
Okay, Chloe, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for coming on the air with us. Do appreciate your time and for addressing the issue with Tyler.
Yeah, thank you. You won't take more calls from him if he calls you again, right?
No, this is the end of this. So,
okay, thank you.
All right, Tyler. Once again, don't drive by her home anymore.
Okay, I think you guys are making a big mistake. I'll I'll figure it out.
All right. You know what? I really appreciate Chloe coming on the air here and kind of telling what happened here, because I think there's a couple things that you could take away from this, kind of a cautionary tale. One, accepting a ride home from somebody that you only really knew him for a short time. You took an Uber there, and they offered to give you a ride home.
Right.
May not be the best idea, and here's a case why.
For sure.
I mean, sometimes you may feel like it's okay, but once again, it may not be the best idea. And the other one, too, and this goes for everybody here, not just someone on a date, but posting where you are on social media, especially people who are on vacation, because what you're doing is telling everybody, I'm not at home.
Exactly.
I know.
Right.
In this case, she posted where she was. It could have been a coincidence. She gave Tyler a little bit of grace there. But everybody who's listening should be careful about posting on social media when they're not at home or when they're somewhere specific, because it could be a message to people, hey, you're out of town.
Right. And one thing that I noticed in his explanation is that when he took her home the first time, he never said, oh, wow, I sometimes come home this way. This is the route that I sometimes take. He never said anything like that.
The Waze excuse.
Yeah.
Vance gave us a call because he went out with Pauline. They had a great first date according to him, but he hasn't heard from Pauline since. And that's where we come in, try to get him a second date. First of all, Vance, tell everybody how you met Pauline.
On a dating app. I'm kind of new to the dating app, and a friend suggested that I give it a try, and I was excited to meet Pauline.
Okay. And you obviously had a date. How did that date go?
It was great. We went out for a casual, taco night on a Saturday, and we had some margaritas, food, and we had a great time. But I never heard from her again.
Did anything go wrong on the day? Did you have maybe too many margaritas?
We always ask.
I don't think it was too many.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's give Pauline a call and see if we can figure out what went wrong and see if we get your second date, okay?
Thank you. All right.
So we've gotten a hold of Pauline, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Pauline, do you remember going out with Vance?
I remember going out with Vance, yep.
Well, he gave us a call, said you guys had a great first date. Then he said he never heard from you after that and asked us to give you a call on his behalf.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good time, a couple of Ritas and all that, and it was pretty casual, but just not really into what he's doing, or what he did, I should say.
Oh, did he do something wrong on the date? Did something happen?
It wasn't on the date. It was something he did a long time ago. You know what I mean?
He did something so bad so long ago that you're not interested today? Like, how long ago are we talking?
Well, I don't know. I guess 20 years ago, maybe.
Did he commit a crime or something?
No, not that. How do I put this? So during the date, he decided to tell me that in college he was a donor.
Like he was donating plasma?
Nope.
Oh, like a DNA type donor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like in college, he donated that.
Right.
And you have a problem with that?
Well, I mean, there's probably a lot of little Vances running around. What do I do with that, you know?
So what you're saying is the fact that he was a donor and there's kids out there that belong to him somewhat, I guess, in biologically, that's such a turnoff that you don't want to go out with him.
That's a lot of unknown baggage, if you know what I mean. And I don't mean kids are baggage at all. It's not the kids, but that's just weird to me. I mean, to be dating now and to have to wonder about all that.
Well, here's the deal. He asked us to give you a call on his behalf. He's actually on the other line. Can we bring him in on this conversation just to kind of get his side? I mean, that was 20 years ago.
Sure.
Vance, are you there?
I'm here.
Did you hear what Pauline said?
I did, and let me tell you, that was almost 20 years ago, and it was good money. And I assume all those kids are in good homes. You know, at least that's what I was told. I never really think about it either. You know,
What? Can I just say something about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I mean, I get it that you did it for money, but if you're not thinking about what, you know, where they are now, and I get it, you know, like anonymous donor and all that, but his attitude about it just seems kind of crappy. I don't know.
What kind of attitude am I supposed to have about it? I mean, the job's done. You know, it was over 20 years ago. I don't understand the problem. That's what people do.
I donated blood, and I felt really good about it.
Okay, I donated something else and felt good about it. Got paid and no worries, you know?
Okay, I guess this is where we part ways again.
So, Pauline, you can't see past that?
No, I can't see past it. I mean, it's nothing. Well, I should say it's nothing personal, but it is. Yeah, yeah, not for me. What, do you guys disagree with me, or I don't?
I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest. I've never really. I mean, I don't know if I would do that myself, but I never really thought about someone else doing it.
I mean, the thing is, I want to have kids myself, and I don't want to date and eventually marry someone who's already got 20, 30, 40 kids running around out there. Again, I hope I don't sound, you know, like I'm just this really, you know, uptight person. It's just personally not for me. I just don't want to end up with that kind of person. Yeah.
You kind of sound like you're all over the place, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah? Well, it sounds to me like maybe someone else is all over everywhere out there. You know what I mean?
Well,
I think I have myself way more together than you did.
Our whole goal, we're going to jump in here because our whole goal was to see if you two wanted to go on a second date. But, Pauline, it sounds like you're just on a whole different plane than Vance is, just not interested at all.
I do not want to go out with Vance again, but I wish him well.
Pauline, thank you again for coming on the air. Do appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right. Vance, maybe this is something you don't want to bring up on the first date. You know, you said you're kind of new to this dating thing.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the dating apps and that story, maybe I should keep them separate.
All right. You know, when she asked us, what did you think? I've never really thought about other people doing it. It's not for me. I wouldn't want to do it because I kind of want to keep track of everybody that I bring onto this planet.
Right. But I can also see, I agree with you on that. I also see how it's helpful for families who can't have.
I totally get that.
Go to the donor banks, and it's life changing.
Yeah,
so
I totally get that. Yeah, there are families out there that totally rely on that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they, I wonder how much they limit that to. I mean,
to know who it was. I don't know. I don't think they tell you at all. Whoever you go to, whatever medical professional you go to, but there's ancestry, DNA, and you start doing all of that stuff.
Nowadays, that can all be tracked. Yeah,
you can track your own self.
Well, I guess the question I have, like, say you are a donor like he is, they limit it to like 5 people. Can take from that?
How many people?
Yeah,
I don't know. There's been documentaries on that. It's on Netflix. Like some people have done that.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I like to keep track of everybody I bring into the planet, which, by the way, is 0 at this point.
Are you sure?
Brett on the line with us. Brett went out with Elle, had a great first date. Unfortunately, no second date, and we're going to see if we can help him out. So first of all, Brett, tell everybody how you met Elle.
Hey, yeah. So Elle and I actually met years and years ago when we worked at Hot Topic together.
The store in the mall, the Hot Topic store. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so we met, she worked there. We both worked 2 or 3 years together, and then we randomly ran into each other at a bar a couple weeks ago, caught up, got each other's numbers, started texting each other, really started flirting a lot. Things were going pretty well, and then we decided to go on a date. Had a really great first date. We went out. She came back to my place, hung out for a while, then she went home, and then I have not heard from her since.
Did anything go wrong on the date?
I mean, she did come back to your place, so the first part went well. What about the second part?
I mean, everything was going really well. Like, we all hung out. Like, I had a couple of my roommates there that she hadn't seen in a long time that she knew from the past too. It was the first date. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, so nothing happened as far as, like, anything physical. But, yeah, like, we were flirting. It was fun. It was a casual, easy, fun date, and I haven't heard from her since. I have no idea what's going on.
Let's have us give her a call, see if we can figure out what's going on, see if we can get your second date, okay?
Perfect.
So we've gotten a hold of Elle, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Elle, do you remember going out with Brett?
Of course, yes.
Yeah, he said you guys have known each other for a long time and recently ran into each other. He said you guys had a great date and then even hung out at his place afterwards, but he said he hadn't heard from you since.
Yeah, and I'm sorry if I gave him the wrong impression. It was fun taking the trip down memory lane because we used to work together at the mall, like, years ago. I'm talking 10 years ago.
Yeah, he mentioned that. Yeah, you worked at Hot Topic?
At the mall?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay.
Different times, but I've moved on in life, and it just really seems like Brett has not. And I don't think we have anything in common, and I don't think there's any sort of, like, romantic thing there.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I mean, hey, that's the whole purpose of dating. Either there is or there isn't. And if there isn't, your point being there's really no reason to move forward with this. Is that what you're saying?
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Brett is on the other line. Would it be okay if we brought him in on this conversation just so he can get some closure and move on?
Sure.
Okay. Brett, are you there?
Hey, yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what Elle said?
She kind of has just moved away from what you guys did back then.
Yeah, I heard that. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't actually believe it because we talked through text message for a long time, then we went on a date, and there was no indication that we didn't have things in common and that there wasn't a lot of flirting going. I feel like you're lying, to be honest, trying to, like, save my feelings, and, like, I'd rather you just be honest with me because as far as I'm concerned on my end, everything was going really well and smooth, and we were having a lot of fun, and all of a sudden you just kind of, like, ghost me? I don't know. There's more here than that.
I just think, like I said, it doesn't seem like much has changed for you. Like, you live in the same place with the same guys from years ago. I went over to your house afterwards, really, just to say hello. I didn't want to give anyone the wrong impression, but I wanted to say hello. But honestly, it was depressing to see these same guys in the exact same house playing video games like it was 2012.
Wait, because I still live with my best friends, that's the reason why you're not going to go on a second date with me? Like, first of all, those guys are awesome.
You guys
Let's get that out of the way.
You
like,
never moved on from 10 years ago.
Like, come on. What are we talking about here? Like,
So you're saying you have moved on. Do you still work at Hot Topic?
no, I don't work at Hot Topic anymore. I work at GameStop now. Like, of course we have video games. Like, I work at GameStop, and everything's going really well for me there. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to be moving out of my house with my roommates probably within the next year or two.
Listen, I'm a grown-up, and I want to date a grown-up man. And I just don't feel that we're there. I just don't feel like we're a match romantically. I'm really sorry.
So just because I still live with my roommates, all of a sudden I'm not a grown-up man. Okay, sure, I guess. Sorry that hanging out with my best friends and living cheaper and all that. I'm not even on my parents' phone plan anymore. I'm a grown-up, okay?
Okay, well, we're going to jump in here because our whole goal is to see Elle. If you want to go out a second time with Brett, we would pick up the tab for date number 2, and you're saying there's no interest at this point?
No, not on my end. He's a great guy, and I'm glad we were able to reconnect, truly. But I just don't think it's a romantic match.
Okay.
I hope he doesn't take it personally. It's just not a match.
Elle, thank you so much.
I'm going to take that a little personally.
Well, Elle, thank you so much for coming on the air. Do appreciate your time.
Of course.
Okay. Brett, obviously you're disappointed. That's understandable, but you did get a little closure from the call, so.
It's whatever. When I sell all these stocks and GameStop goes to the moon, she's going to regret not going out on second date with me.
So Peyton gave us a call. He had a great first date with Audra, but no second date. We're going to try to help him out this morning. So Peyton, tell us how you met Audra.
Oh, we met on one of those dating apps.
Okay, and that led to a date, obviously. What'd you guys do?
So we met up after work, and we went to the food hall, grabbed something to eat. I figured, there's plenty of options. sat down and chatted and just had a really great time. Good conversation, good to talk to her. It was a nice open space, so like there was a lot of people around, and it felt, I don't know, it just felt really good.
Okay.
But we just have, she hasn't reached out since. I don't know, it felt too good to not talk again.
You said it was a good time was had by all.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right. Well, let's have us give her a call, see if we figure out what's going on, see if we can get you a second date, okay?
That'd be amazing.
We've gotten a hold of Audra, and she's agreed to come on the air with this. Audra, do you remember going out with Peyton?
Yes, I do remember going out with Peyton, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
That doesn't sound good.
He said you guys had a great date, did you not?
I mean, maybe he had a great time, and that's because I'm a pleasure to be around, but it was pretty much a disappointment. Truthfully, it was mainly due to Peyton's significantly bad judgment.
Was it because of where he took you? He said you went to a food hall.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't the bad thing. We went to a food hall after work for dinner, and we ordered our food. The thing about food halls is that there's never really a lot of seating, so we went to find a place to sit, and it was all communal tables, so you have to share with other people, but Peyton chose a table. Thing is, the table he happened to have chosen, there were like 4 Instagram models sitting at that table. And here's the thing, like, I'm not the jealous type, but he spent the entire date talking to them.
Okay, wait, I want to make sure I get this picture right. So you have to sit at these long tables, and like you said, and he had other options to choose from, but he chose the one with 4 very attractive women already sitting there. Is that correct?
And then proceeded to talk to them for the entirety of the date.
Okay. He did say he had a great time.
I mean, I'm sure he had a great time, but I didn't.
Well, maybe he had no idea that he was talking to them the whole time. I mean, I guess
But
he got...
how do you not notice something like that?
That's a very good point.
All right. Well, here's the deal. Like we said, he thought you guys had a great time. He called us. He's actually on the other line. Can we bring him in on this conversation just to get his perception of the evening?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you want to do, you can do that.
Yes, it kind of is what we want to do. Peyton, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did you hear what Audra said? Her description of the evening, that you sat down at a table with 4 other women?
Yeah, I honestly didn't even notice them. The place was so packed. I didn't expect it to be as packed as it was, but the place was so packed that there was only like 2 at this one far end of a table, and I grabbed them because they were like the only available before someone else sat there. The only thing I remember, I sat down because we're close to them. I said hello and asked them if there was anybody sitting next to them, so we could sit down. And then maybe pass in conversation, but I mean, it's
you immediately started a conversation. It wasn't passing conversation. You immediately started a conversation with the other girl.
Is not a conversation.
And then it was on, but you kept talking to them the entire time. You basically used me as your wingman, like a wing woman.
What? It's not my. Listen, there was one girl that kept laughing at the silly jokes I made, and I just kind of pointed it out, and I kind of had a small bit of banter with her because you guys both, Audra and this whatever random girl, was laughing, and I just kind of included her a little bit.
Wow, you were saying jokes, Peyton?
Yes, he was flirting, is what he's trying to say. Okay. Like you. But honestly, I feel like I was just there to be your wing woman, to make it seem like, oh, this person has a friend that's a girl, he can be trusted. So all these other girls that you wanted to talk to would talk to you. So it was just a waste of my time. It was absolutely a waste of my time. Truthfully, I'm like shocked that you would even want another date, because it was just such a waste. There's no other word for it. It was just so stupid.
I don't know. I think that's it. We were talking, you were enjoying, you were smiling. I thought everything
You
was
barely talked to me. You barely talked to me. Barely.
I talked.
You asked me if I liked my mac and cheese, and that was it. And by the way, the mac and cheese wasn't even that good.
Well, Audra, our whole goal was to see if you wanted another date with Peyton. We would pick up the tab, maybe send you somewhere where you'd be at a table by yourself so there'd be no distractions. Do you have any interest in going out with Peyton a second time?
Oh, my God. I would never go out with him again.
Okay. All right. Well, you're a good sport to come on the air with us. Do appreciate your time.
I mean, yeah, I love you guys. Peyton.
Peyton, obviously that's not the answer you're hoping for, but it is interesting to get someone else's perspective of how the date went.
I tell you what, that escalated quickly. I did not expect such a response, to be honest with you. I'm quite shocked, but hey, that's okay.
I have June on the line this morning. She gave us a call because she went out with Clayton, had a great first date. Unfortunately, she has not heard from Clayton since that date and asked us if we could help her out. So first of all, June, tell us how you met Clayton.
Well, we just met online. I honestly don't even remember which dating app I was on, but we met online.
Okay, suffice to say. And that obviously led to a date. And what did you guys do on your date?
We just went out for drinks, just got a little bit to eat. I mean, it was just a fun date, lots of good conversation. We planned on meeting to go out again. Yeah.
Okay, so you did plan on a second date.
Yeah, I mean, we were, chatting on the phone, trying to find a good day to go out again, but we just couldn't pick a date.
Okay.
We just couldn't find a time.
And then what happened? Did you guys just stop trying to pick a date, or what happened?
Well, I kept trying, just via text or whatever, but I just didn't hear back from Clayton at all.
Okay. So you guys had a great date. You're talking, planning to go out again, difficulty getting a date, and then all of a sudden it just ended. Is that correct?
Yeah, curtain came down. That's it.
All right. Well, let's have us give him a call, see if we can figure out what's going on, see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Cool. Thank you.
We've gotten a hold of Clayton. He's agreed to come on the air with us. So first of all, Clayton, do you remember going out with June?
I do. Yeah, I did.
Well, she gave us a call, said you guys had a great first date. You were even talking about going on a second date, and then all of a sudden just communication dropped off, and she hasn't heard from you since, and she asked us to give you a call on her behalf.
Yeah.
Is there a reason you guys were planning a second date, then all of a sudden just kind of, the whole thing got dropped?
Yeah, for sure. So we had a really good first date. We went out for drinks, and then we went out for dinner afterwards. And actually, I tried to go out and make a plan with her for last Thursday.
Okay.
And she said she couldn't because she had a work event. So I was like, okay. So I went out with some friends, and lo and behold, I actually saw her on another date with somebody else.
So you were out with your friends, and then you saw her out on a date when she said she was going to be at a work event.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Okay, is it possible that maybe, what you saw was a work event? Like maybe she had to take out a client or something?
Definitely not. It was the way she was dressed. She had on skin tight, mini dress, cleavage was out. Definitely not work appropriate.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. And so you saw her that, she was on a date and she told you something else. And because of that, that's why you didn't pursue and just stopped contacting her?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right. Well, here's the deal. June gave us a call, like we said. She asked us to give you a call on her behalf. She's actually on the other line. Can we bring her in on this conversation so she knows what happened?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. June, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what Clayton said about seeing you out that night?
Yeah, I heard.
Is it true? Were you out on another date?
I mean, yeah, I was out on another date. I mean, it was something I had planned a long time ago. This is so complicated. Sometimes it's just easier to just say, it was just easier for me to say, I had a work event. I had this other date planned for that Thursday that he wanted to go out, but it's just so, you don't know who people are these days. I have no idea how he's going to react. We had a really good first date, but I don't know him all that well yet. And so I'm like, let me just say I have a work event. It's just easier to explain. It was just a little white lie.
Well, honestly, a lie is a lie. You could have told me the truth. And, whether it's a small lie or a big lie, you lied. And I don't appreciate that.
I don't understand why this was such a big deal. And then additionally, if you saw me, why didn't you come say hi to me?
Well, I just felt like
lying now.
You can't turn this around on me. You're the one who lied, and you could have just told the truth. Because clearly you weren't at a work event. You were on another date that you clearly could have just told me about, which would have made more sense for you to tell the truth than to lie. I'm not the one who lied. I didn't have a work event.
I don't know you yet, but I don't know who you are yet. I don't know if you're going to judge me for going out on a date with somebody else, and so it's just easier to say, it's just not even that big a deal anyway.
Well, now I can only judge you on being a liar.
Well, instead of judging me on one tiny lie, why don't you judge me on the fact that I called a radio station, put myself out in front of millions of people because I like you and I wanted to see you again?
I appreciate that, but a lie is a lie, and I don't want to go out with a liar.
Well, you know what, Clayton, if we could jump in here, there are obviously degrees of lying, and she said that mainly because, like she said, she was trying to protect your feelings, and it was a date. Let me ask you this, June, are you still going out with that other guy?
No, I mean, that was planned like so many months ago. I mean, it was stupid. I just wanted to honor the obligation.
Okay. See, there's an there you go, Clayton. There is an explanation for it. Oh, I say that because if you want to go out with June, if you're like, maybe I should give this another chance, we'll pick up the tab for date number 2. Do you have any interest in going out with her a second time?
I really don't. No.
Okay. All right. Well, you're a good sport to come on the air with us. Do appreciate your time.
Thanks.
All right. June, obviously that didn't work out the way you had planned.
Yeah. Too bad.
All right. All right. Here's a question here that I have, okay? She said there's different degrees of lies. And, I mean, hey, if I said to someone, hey, that casserole you brought was great, and it wasn't, is that the same degree as, no, I did not steal this new TV? Is that the same?
No, she needs to understand that she's making a first impression, and that he ended up seeing her, so she's got to bear the responsibility. Well, she would have been better off saying, "Hey, listen, I want to go out with you again. There is another date that I had set up," and I realize how awkward that is. So that may have been a deal breaker too, but she should have been honest from the beginning.
Whitney on the line. Whitney went out with Heath, had a great first date according to her, but she has not heard from Heath since. So we're going to try to help her out. First of all, Whitney, tell us how you met Heath.
Well, we met on Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
The dating app, and he's a dad, but he's like so funny about it and cute, and so we agreed to go out to eat. And we had a great time. There was a free-flowing connection, and he had me really laughing. I felt really good about things. To be honest, I'm pretty surprised that I didn't hear back, So I don't know what happened. I mean, I came home ready to tell my friend, how great everything was. And at 37, not every date is great, So when you have a good one, you're pretty excited. So
sure, yeah.
I'm just not sure what happened.
All right. Well, let's have us give him a call, see if we can figure out what's going on, see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Thank you.
So we've gotten a hold of Heath, and he's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Heath, do you remember going out with Whitney?
Yes, I do, in fact.
Well, she said you guys had a great first date, and she said she never heard from you after that, and she couldn't figure out why.
Yeah, she was a nice enough girl. I mean, she's a sweetheart. But when I showed up to the restaurant for our date, I noticed that she had a nose piercing that she didn't have in any of the pictures on her online profile, and it wasn't one of those in the nostril ones. It was one of those septum ones that's like right in the middle there. It kind of looks like I'll be honest with you, it kind of looks like a big booger hanging out of your nose. And I couldn't, I didn't want to say anything because, that's obviously her style. But my daughter, she's 16, she's in high school, and of course she wants a nose piercing, and I've been adamant against it for a long time. How can I, in good conscience, bring somebody home or go out with somebody who's got one of those nose piercings and then not let my daughter do that right in front of her? I just couldn't do that.
Let me just get it straight, though. You did have a great time with Whitney. It just was the nose piercing was something you can't get past?
Yeah. I mean, she didn't have it in any of her pictures, and it's just like, why wouldn't you let people know if that's something that you do? But, I mean, otherwise, she was all right. She was a nice person.
And you didn't mention it at all during the date?
No. I wanted to be a gentleman about it. I didn't want to bring it up.
Well, here's the deal. She asked us to call on her behalf because she says the date was fantastic, and you guys got along great, and she was really disappointed not to hear from you again. And she's actually on the other line. Can we bring her in on this conversation?
Okay, sure.
Whitney, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you hear what Heath said?
I did. I mean, first of all, my septum piercing I just gotten it. It looks great. That's why it wasn't in the photos, because it was new. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Heath is just having great dates one after another, but for me, it seems kind of like a superficial thing to really be concerned about. And I mean, I get he's a parent, but there's lots of things we don't let 16-year-olds do that adults do. I don't see why I'm the, poster child for what his daughter can or cannot do. I'm blown away. Anyway, maybe when Heath has some more dating experiences like I've had, he might regret tossing me aside over a septum piercing. It just seems kind of silly to me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm kind of new getting back into the whole dating thing myself, and I'm not really sure what you mean by like a dating experience with a girl like you. I mean, you're a very nice girl, but just the piercing's not something that I'm into.
What I mean by dating experiences, Heath, is we really had a connection. I felt like we really sort of got each other and had a great time, and I don't think that's something that just happens all the time. And maybe you'll experience that more the more you're out there dating. But at 37, to find someone that you enjoyed their company as much as we did and that it was seamless and didn't take a lot of effort, that's not something that you'll find every day. But by all means, go on out there and find your septum piercing free girl. I don't know what to tell you.
You know, that's going to be pretty easy because what other 37-year-old are getting fresh septum piercings? But you do you, and I'll do me, and we'll all be fine.
That's great, Heath. Only the ones with personality, but by all means, it sounds to me like you certainly deserve one with a little less personality. So, go for it.
Guys, are we done here? I think we're done here.
Yeah. Heath, thank you very much for coming on the air with us. Done. Really appreciate your time.
Thanks, gang. Good luck to you all.
All right. Whitney, obviously didn't get the answer you're looking for, but at least you got a little closure when it comes to Heath.
Yeah, and I know a little more about him and like a little less, so it's all good, guys.
All right.
Oh,
that's this is another one of those I kind of feel bad that it didn't work out because he couldn't get past that one thing, the piercing that she had. He didn't like it. He couldn't get past it, and she really enjoyed his company, felt they had a connection, but unfortunately, that's how far it's going to go for him because of that one thing. She could have also said, I'll take it out, but she didn't want to do that either. So I kind of torn on this. I think they could have had a little something.
It's just, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of those. And I don't know if I was single, I don't know if I would get past it to even ask somebody else.
Are you more of the ones that they have like a $50 in their earlobe? Is that more your style? I've seen Madeline.
My wife does not have.
She has none of that.
She has none of that. To each their own. I mean, hey, it's a personal style.
It is a personal. I used to have pink hair.
You did. People don't remember that. Yeah. Jonathan on the line this morning. Jonathan went out with Lizzie. According to him, he had a great first date, but he has not had a second date. We're going to try to help him out. So first of all, Jonathan, tell us how you met Lizzie.
Met Lizzie on Match.com.
Okay.
And I asked her out. Our first date, I asked her if she wanted to go out to dinner, and we did, and the first date was really nice. We had a really good time.
But you're calling us. Are we correct in assuming there was no second date?
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I never heard from her again.
Did anything go wrong on the date? We always ask. It's Michelle who wants to know mainly.
Yeah, did you drink? Did you get drunk?
No. I mean, she had a drink, I had a drink, and everything seemed like it went well. She was a really good company. We talked, we laughed, and it seemed like she was having a good time. And then we just said goodnight, and I never heard anything from her again. I tried to text her, nothing.
All right. Well, let's have us give her a call, see if we can figure out what's going on, see if we can get you a second date, okay?
All right.
So we've gotten a hold of Lizzie, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Lizzie, do you remember going out with Jonathan?
Yeah. This is so weird. This is awkward, though.
Was it not a good date?
No, it was a good date. It was a good date. But we were having it just got dinner. But the waiter, I overheard them chatting, and it was pretty obvious, you guys, that they know each other pretty well. Jonathan clearly takes a lot, if not all of his dates to this place. So I wasn't into it.
Hold on. So the waiter knows Jonathan?
Well, yeah. They were chummy.
You're saying that you heard them talk about it as if Jonathan takes a lot of dates there.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, I could tell. I'm just listen, I don't know about you guys. I have a pretty high EQ, and, I could figure things out. And I'm okay. Just, the waiter was saying things that was just okay, he clearly was here, earlier this week. This is not a special night with me being here. The waiter didn't bat an eye in that way. It was very clear.
And because of that, that's why you didn't call him back after the date.
Yeah, I just want to feel special, I don't want a guy who's just like doing the same thing on rote or whatever the term is, so it doesn't take a lot of energy. Just pick a coffee shop, pick a restaurant, pick a park. Like, come on. If you're gonna not have that kind of creativity like at the start, I don't see this going very far.
Well, here's the deal. Jonathan called us because he thought you guys had a great time and he really enjoyed your company. He's actually on the other line. Can we bring him in on this conversation just so we can hear his side of the date?
I mean, sure, at this point, we're there. Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Jonathan, are you there?
Yeah. Hey, Lizzie. No, I mean, I have taken other dates to that restaurant in the past, but I mean, that shouldn't matter. I was totally focused on you, Lizzie, and just the venue of the date shouldn't really matter.
Yeah, but like I said, I want to feel special. I'm pretty sure all girls do, and I'm not going to feel special if I know that 10 other girls have had the exact same date as me,
I think you're exaggerating. I mean, I didn't take 10 girls to the same restaurant. That's not true.
How many did you take, if you're being honest?
Well, I mean, all right. Well, I do take a lot of girls there.
Is there a number, Jonathan? Can you
How
tell us?
many have you taken this month, Jonathan? I want to know.
Yeah, just this month alone.
Well, maybe 9.
9 girls?
You know what?
Already?
I'll tell you what, there's going to be a 10th because I'm not going to be the one that's going to say yes. So I think you're probably going to be back there later this week.
Well, what would it matter if I went to 9 different restaurants? I mean, that shouldn't be the point.
I think you're missing the point. I don't have to want to have to explain myself over and over. I think I've said my piece. I'm really not interested. So.
Okay. All right, Lizzie. Well, as we said, we would ask if you want another day with Jonathan. We'd pick up the tab for obviously the same restaurant you went to earlier.
No, we change it up.
We'd change it up a little bit. No, but you have no interest, even if we changed it up.
Yeah, I think my gut. I'm over pretending. Gotta listen to those little red flags for me. So yeah, I'm gonna move on. Thanks.
Okay, all right. You're a good sport to come on the air. I just really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Can I just say, in my defense, you are the only girl I've ever called this show and tried to get a second date with.
Oh, see? Wait, how about that?
Wow.
Okay, well, I'm flattered. Thank you. I don't. Still not interested.
Okay. All right. Lizzie, once again, thank you for coming on the air with us.
You bet, guys.
All right. Jonathan, obviously didn't get the answer you're looking for, but at least you got a little closure when it comes to Lizzie.
And he's getting a lot of dates.
Yeah, and you're doing pretty good, it sounds like.
Well, I'm sorry she found out, but I guess all that matters is I hope she did have a good time and a good dinner on me.
Okay, well, there you go. All right. So, that's what he wanted to show her a good time. Here's the question, and you can answer this, 888-787-1963. Does it matter that he's not going to 9 different... Well, the number 9, let's get back to that in a second. Because 9 is a lot. But does it matter that he takes everybody to one place? I understand her point. And if the waiter hadn't said anything, she probably wouldn't have discovered that fact.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he's dating. I don't know how many people is normal to date a month.
9's a lot.
9 is a lot. Yeah,
that's a lot.
Like 4
There's
weeks.
only 30 days.
Yeah, it's like an average 2.
That's 3. It's 1 every 3 days, basically.
Jeez.
Yeah. And we got Chaz on the line. Chaz went out with Pamela, had a great first date. Unfortunately, he has not heard from Pamela since that date. That's why he called Michelle and I to see if we could help him out. First of all, Chaz, tell us how you met Pamela.
I met Pamela on Plenty of Fish. And we really kind of hit it off right away. We had some really funny conversations and decided to go out. And she's recently divorced, which it turns out, I guess, a lot of women on Plenty of Fish are, which is awesome because recently divorced women are just so much easier to talk to. And we just had a really good time. We went out, we had a lot of laughs, but I haven't heard anything from her since, which is kind of making me sad face.
Making you sad face.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
What? Okay, I was going to ask why is it easier to talk to divorced women, but is there just an easier flow of conversation?
Yeah, what's going on there?
They are just much less inhibited, I find. They're ready to just be themselves and have a good time. I guess after being married to somebody you don't want to be with anymore for years, you're ready to let loose. I was divorced myself, actually, and I kind of, I get it. We're on the same level. I know what they're looking for. You know what I mean?
back to the date thing. You did go out, but you haven't heard from her since the date. Is that correct?
Yeah, nothing. I've tried a couple of times, but she doesn't seem to want to talk to me, and I'd like to know why.
Okay. Did something go wrong, possibly, that maybe, you didn't get?
No, I don't think so. I thought we were on the same page. We had a good time, I thought. It looked like things were heading in one direction, but, then we kind of hit our brakes a little bit and ended the date. Said we'd see each other soon, but then nothing.
Well, let's have us give her a call, see if we can figure out what the deal is, see if we can get your second date, okay?
Okay.
We got a hold of Pamela, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Pamela, do you remember going out with Chaz?
Yes, I do, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Oh, unfortunately. Did something go wrong?
Well, let's just say that if these dates that I'm going to go on through this website, or dates in general are going to be like this guy, then I'm going to just call it a day. Really, I don't have time for this.
This date was so bad that it's not only you do not want a second date, you're saying that it's just ruining you for any future dates with anybody?
I mean, right for the moment, I need to take a break, I think. This guy, Chaz, he just, he needs to, slow down a little bit, if you know what I mean.
Actually, kind of.
No,
we
not
don't.
Sure.
What do you mean slow down a little bit?
He just wants to go back to his place or whatever. He just wants to hook up, and I'm looking for a little bit more than that.
Oh, I see. Okay, so he's on the fast track, and
You want to get to know him.
Yeah, this isn't college,
And that's the reason you didn't contact him after the date. It was just that's enough. I don't need any more.
Yeah, I'm not here to just hook up.
Well, here's the deal. He asked us to give you a call on his behalf. He's on the other line, and this is totally up to you. If you'd like, we could bring him in on this conversation and you can find out why there's no second date. Or you know what? If you just want to end it right here, this is up to you. We could do that also.
You know what? Let me talk to him. I think he needs to know that that's not the way you should be treating women or people in general, anybody, yeah.
Okay, all right. Chaz, are you there?
It was not that bad.
Yes,
I was not out of line. I was respectful the whole time.
Respectful so that you could, to meet your end goal. You shouldn't treat people like that.
It seemed like you were pretty into it. I mean, you were right there the whole time.
I was right there the whole time?
You were pretty into it. I mean, I wasn't playing tennis by myself. You were hitting the ball back.
Well, at first I was, and then I was like, is this all there is to this guy? Is he actually, are we going to have any deeper conversation? And they just kept it really surface, and, I just don't want to, I want to get to know somebody.
Okay, you're missing out, but okay.
Okay, I guess I'm okay with that.
5 Sundays. I'll give her 5 Sundays before she's calling me back.
5 Sundays? What did you say? You give her 5 Sundays?
Yeah, she'll wake up Sunday morning, 5 Sundays in a row. Why am I waking up alone? And then she'll decide to call me. That's how divorced women are. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Okay, all right. Well, let me look at my calendar here. Oh, 1 Sunday has passed, so we can check that one off. And I guess we'll just see how the next ones go. You said 5, right? All right. We'll give that a try. I think I know how it's going to end up.
Do we all want to circle back here in 5 weeks?
There's not going to be need for that, but thanks for the offer.
We'll see.
Okay. Well, Pamela, we were going to see if you want a second date with Chaz. Obviously, at this point, you don't, so we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for being part of the show here, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, all right.
Talk to you soon, sweetheart.
Chaz, do you think maybe you're assuming too much about Pamela? It kind of sounds like you're, putting her in a box here. You're painting with a very broad brush when it comes to anybody who's divorced.
No, I don't think so. This has been my lived experience, and trust me, I'll be hearing from her again.
Will you? Will you? All right. 888-787-1963 if you'd like to comment on today's second date update. Will Pamela call back in 5 Sundays, call Chaz back? Do you think that's going to happen?
Man, the way he was just, I don't know, so confident about himself.
Uh-huh.
And what he was going to get out of this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
kind of
gives me the ick.
I know. It did. I know. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe you feel like Chaz has really tapped into the psyche of a divorced woman and knows Pamela better than she knows herself. Maybe you feel that way.
Sure, yeah.
We got Tracy on the line. Tracy gave us a call. He had a great first date with Bethany. Unfortunately, no second date. And that's where we come in. So first of all, Tracy, tell us how you met Bethany.
Yeah, we met online.
Okay. And that led to a date, obviously?
Yeah, we hit it off. We had some good banter on the app, and we had a nice date.
What'd you guys end up doing on your date?
We went to a nice Chinese restaurant. It's like one of the hottest spots in town. So we went for a casual dinner, and it was great.
Okay, but you're calling us. Are we correct in assuming there was no second date?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I thought, how could the date go so well, and I still haven't heard back from her.
Did anything go wrong on the date? You know, we always ask.
No, it was a good vibe.
All right, let's call Bethany and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
Yep.
Vince Colonnese is redefining news talk.
Hi, I'm Vince Colonnese, host of the Vince Podcast. These conversations where we can air all of this out without the filters, without the censors, without people with judgment, that's how you get a healthy country. Adult, reasonable, sober conversations. That's all I want.
In-depth interviews, live caller interactions, and a front row seat to the most important conversations of the day.
That's why I'm so grateful that we get to do this every day. You are really the best damn audience in media.
The Vince Show.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
So, Bethany, do you remember going out with Tracy?
Yeah, I remember.
Well, he said you guys had a very nice date after meeting online, and then he said he never heard from you after that, and he asked us to give you a call on his behalf.
Oh, well, that's flattering, but I did not have a great time.
Why? Did something go wrong on the date?
Well, we waited 45 minutes for a table, and it was like so hot that day. My face was going to melt off, and he didn't have a reservation. There was a restaurant next door, and there was no line. We could have just gotten in there.
When you say you're waiting, were you waiting outside? Did you have to wait outside?
Yeah, we were standing 45 minutes, and it was so hot. I was wearing high heels. I was just like all dolled out, and my feet were hurting.
And you said you could have just gone next door and eaten there?
Yeah, we could have. Yeah, we could have gone there, eaten there, sat there, get some cold drinks. But no, we were standing 45 minutes out there, and I just don't like it when guys don't plan dates well.
And because of that, because he didn't plan it, you were like, I'm just not going to waste my time with this and move on?
Yeah, because it just tells me that one, like, you know, you can't take control of like time and like what are you gonna do in the future for me? Like you're not gonna plan any other fun dates for me or surprise me with planned out things. Okay. I like surprises and I like things that are like more planned out and someone who has like a better control of their time. Yeah, it's a deal breaker for me. Absolutely.
All right. Well, you know what, Bethany? Actually, Tracy's on the other line. Can we bring him in on this conversation?
You're giving him some good pointers. Maybe he needs to hear those.
Exactly.
Oh, I mean, fine. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Is it okay if we bring him on the line? He's obviously there already. Is it okay, Bethany?
Sure. Hi, Tracy.
Yeah. So listen, this is the hottest restaurant in town. So the other restaurant we didn't need to go there. It wasn't too bad outside either. I mean, it was just.
Well, for me it was, and like I was wearing heels and all, and my feet were hurting, and I just didn't feel like we are compatible, after the date. Like, I just don't really feel like I wanted to go on a second date.
Listen, I feel bad for the next guy you're going to want to date with if that's what it takes for you not to see him again.
Oh, okay, you're going to go there. Well, I think the next guy is going to be lucky to have me, so we clearly have a different point of view.
Tracy, can we ask? She said there was a 45-minute wait. You could have just gone next door.
Yeah, that place next door sucks. I was doing her a favor by not taking her there.
Well, we could have just gotten drinks. We didn't have to get food. We could have just gone to the bar, get some drinks because it was so hot outside.
You know what? You're the kind of woman that would complain if I didn't get you food. We would have gone just for drinks, and you would have wanted food too.
Yeah, I think you're just hurt right now, and that's your problem.
Our whole goal is to see Bethany. If you want to go a second time with Tracy, we would pick up the tab for date number 2. But you're saying you're not interested at all?
Oh yeah, absolutely not. Like you can tell the way he's talking to me right now is especially rude, and I didn't even want to talk to him in the first place. So definitely no.
I'm not the one who's being rude. You're just unappreciative. I thought you'd be more grateful. I was taking you out, and I was going to pay for a whole night, and I did. And now you're just, being ungrateful about it.
Yeah, well, you should be grateful that you're getting to talk to me right now and finding out the truth, because I don't need to be talking to you right now.
Let's be real. You're really not getting too many other calls, and I know you're not going on that many other dates, so you should be more appreciative.
Okay, we're gonna jump in here because our whole goal is to see if you two want to go on a second time. That's obviously not going to happen. So, Bethany, thank you so much for coming on the air. Do appreciate your time.
Sure.
Okay. Tracy, it sounds like you're setting tables or something. Are you at work right now?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. Best of luck with that.
Where do you work?
The restaurant that I actually took her to, that Chinese spot.
Really?
I got a great discount there.
Oh, so that's what this was all about. So now it all makes sense.
Okay.
He was just going there because he got a discount. Okay. Perry on the line this morning. Perry went out with Iris, had a great first date according to him, but has not heard from Iris since, and we're going to try to help him out this morning. First of all, Perry, tell everybody how you met Iris.
Well, we met at a 5K, and I got Iris's number, and so we connected, and I took her on a date after that.
All right, what did you guys do on your date?
Well, I took her to this really fun Mexican restaurant, but there was just, one small issue that happened at the beginning.
Uh-oh. What is the small issue?
I decided not to go with the valet parking, so I parked like about 5 blocks from the restaurant.
5 blocks?
Yeah.
Okay, and so there was a long walk to the restaurant. Was she wearing heels? Is that the problem?
I'm kicking myself as I'm even saying it. Yeah, it was a long walk, but even worse, when I came out, the car got towed.
What?
Oh, no. So did Iris have to give you a ride home?
No, I drove Iris home. We had to get an Uber, but then I had to go to the pound after.
Oh, wow. So you dropped her off first and then took the Uber over to pick up your car?
Yeah, but I was just in such a bad mood the entire time, so it kind of ruined the whole atmosphere of the whole night.
I see.
I think it just went bad. Not because the date went bad, but just because I was in a bad mood because of the whole night,
So can we ask this? If your car hadn't gotten towed and you were able to just drive her home, do you think there would have been a second date under those circumstances?
Yeah, I feel like if I had just handled it all better, and I should have just gone with the valet.
Michelle, would you like to tell Perry your rule about parking up close?
Well, the rule is the higher the heel, the closer you park.
I think just always valet park.
There's that rule, too. Yeah. Well, let's have us call Iris and see maybe if we can smooth the waters a little bit and, make up for the car getting towed and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
I appreciate it.
On hold of Iris, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Iris, do you remember your date with Perry?
Yes.
Well, he gave us a call, said you guys went out, had a nice time for the most part. I guess there was something that happened at the end. He said he never heard from you after that date.
Yeah, that is correct. That's true.
Yeah, I guess his car got towed away.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate for him. I felt bad for him.
He asked us to give you a call on his behalf because he hasn't heard from you since the date.
Yes, that's okay. He has not heard from me. That's true.
I mean, was that the reason you didn't give him a call back, or was there something else?
Oh, I mean, I just don't think we were a good match. It wasn't just the car situation. That was a tiny thing, but I don't think we were a good match.
And because of that, that's why you didn't call him back, obviously?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just didn't really want to, I didn't feel the need to see him again.
Well, like we said, he asked us to give you a call on his behalf. He's actually on the other line, and this is totally up to you if you want to do this or not. Can we at least bring him on the air so he gets at least a little closure from the date?
Sure, I can do some closure.
Okay. Perry, are you there?
I am.
Did you hear what Iris said?
I did.
Now, Perry, to be honest, Iris, Perry did think maybe there was something else that was going on with the, Perry, I'll let you speak on behalf of what happened at the end of the date.
Yeah, I know I wasn't my best self, and we had a great time the first time we met at the 5K, and I feel like the whole, tow situation just took me out of it and really derailed it. But I think we could have a great time again. Maybe this time we can go running so there's no cars involved.
Well, thanks for your apology, I guess. I agree. Could have handled it better, but I'm okay. I don't think I'm gonna do a second date. Sorry.
Did I really behave that badly that it ruined everything for me?
I'm just not really that into you. Honestly, I had already kind of mentally checked out before that whole thing even happened. So it didn't help your case, but I was already kind of not feeling it before then.
Was there a particular moment?
No, I'm just not super attracted to you. I'm sorry. I know that sounds bad, but I mean, honestly, it's one. I know we met running, and it's one thing to kind of look like a slob after you run a 5K, like I did too. But on the date, I mean, you you have like a mustard stain on your shirt. I just felt like you gotta step up your game, man. Like I just was really, I was unimpressed. Just not. I don't know. It wasn't a good impression.
So you're saying the mustard stained your impression of me?
The fact that you didn't even think about that going on a date, I don't know. It tells me something. I don't know. I guess I got the ick or something. I don't know.
Did you have a shirt with a mustard stain on it? Is that true, Perry?
I may have. I may have. I guess I just didn't see it as such a big deal to scan over everything I was wearing for stains. But you know what? If this all comes down to a mustard stain, you're right. This isn't going to be a match.
Yeah, okay. Obviously, this isn't going to work, okay?
Iris, thank you so much for coming on the air. Do appreciate your time.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate you guys.
Was helpful.
What was that? What'd you say, Perry?
Appreciate you guys. You helped me get to the conclusion sooner as well.
You are welcome. I felt like we were right to pull the plug on that.
Oh,
that was not going.
uncomfortable.
That was not going anywhere. Not, Iris not really good at tact. I mean, it started okay. Hey, just wasn't feeling it. Not a good match. But then,
well, he's also insisting. Like, what went wrong? Like, she had already said, "I'm not really interested. I don't think we're compatible." He could have dropped it there, but he was probing.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of the whole purpose, I guess. A second date update. We probe into it.
There's another saying in Spanish: "El que busca encuentra." If you're looking for something,
of course,
you've heard
yes.
that a few times. But he's looking. I mean, he's digging, and so if you dig, you're gonna find something.
Yeah. I mean, she was pretty blunt about it. Like, hey, I'm not attracted to you.
How many other ways can she say, "I'm not interested"?
I got the ick. I'm not feeling it. Step up your game. I mean, she said it like 4 different ways.
But he wanted to know why.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with the car getting towed. We got Jake on the line with us this morning. He went out with Felicity, had a great first date. Unfortunately, no second date. That's where we come in. We're going to see if we can help. First of all, Jake, tell us how you met Felicity.
We met online.
Okay, and that led to a date?
Yeah, we met for coffee and then decided to go out on a date.
Oh, okay, a little prelim date?
Yeah.
Very nice. And what did you guys do on your date?
We had brunch.
Oh, okay. And how did that go?
I thought the date went well, but I've not heard back from her.
Did something go wrong on the date?
We always ask.
Yeah, I don't think so. Conversation was pretty good. I don't think I said anything too stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Well, let's have us give her a call so we can figure out what's going on and see if we can get you a second date, okay?
All right, awesome. Thank you.
We've gotten a hold of Felicity, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Felicity, do you remember going out with Jake?
Yeah, I remember Jake.
Well, he said you guys had a great first date, and then he said he never heard from you after that and asked us to give you a call on his behalf.
Oh, he did?
Was it not a good date? Did something happen?
He invited me out for brunch, and then we ended up just sneaking into a hotel and eating their free breakfast. So
Wait. Did you say you snuck into a hotel?
Yeah, he had me come in around the back, and we ate their little free breakfast or whatever, and then snuck out. So I don't know why he thought dining and dashing was going to impress me or something, but sorry.
Okay, we want to make sure we get this right. You went to a hotel that has
Like the continental breakfast?
the free continental breakfast?
It was probably a little bit above the cold bagels and stuff that you get at a Holiday Inn, but I don't know. I was expecting more.
And you guys snuck in there, you're saying?
Yeah, he had me come in around the back, and then we left without paying. So I don't know if he's trying to be frugal or what, but I don't know. I just didn't vibe with me.
And because of that, that's why you didn't contact him after the date?
Yeah, I thought he kind of would get the hint.
Like we said, he gave us a call and asked us to give you a call on his behalf. He's actually on the other line. Can we bring him in on this conversation to kind of hear a little bit more about, why he chose this place for a date?
Yeah, sure. He can try and explain that.
All right. Jake, are you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Is that true what Felicity said, that you went somewhere like a continental breakfast at a hotel and ate for free?
No, that is not what happened. I absolutely did pay for brunch. It's a really busy brunch buffet, and I got there early because it's really hard to find a table. I paid for both of us before she got there. There was no sneaking in.
Yeah, no, we snuck in to the back. You had me come in by the pool. That's not the entrance to the restaurant. I don't understand how that's not sneaking in.
No, there's a shortcut to get to the table instead of having to walk all the way around the hotel to get to the table. I got there early, and then I saw you come up, and I was like, here, come this way to go to the table. It's much faster. I wasn't trying to sneak in.
I don't know. It just kind of sounds like you're trying to explain a lot about this brunch.
I can't believe, you think I didn't pay for brunch. I
didn't see you pay for brunch, so that was my assumption. Sorry.
Well, I paid early because I was just trying to, like I said, get us a table. It's a busy brunch buffet. Like, my parents, when they're in town, that's where we go. It's a great place. A lot of people go there. You're trying to make it sound like we just got this free breakfast. Like, they have an omelet chef. They have a mimosa bar. It's a nice place. I don't like the fact that you're really making me out to sound like a cheapskate or something, or like a thief. I paid for us to be there.
Okay, I didn't see you pay, and I was just kind of expecting something when you said brunch. I thought we were going to a nice restaurant, and you brought me to a hotel, so that was just didn't fit the picture that I had in my brain. That's all. Sorry that I'm upsetting you.
Felicity, was the conversation at least good? Everything else aside?
I mean, yeah, we had fun. Sure. I wasn't running out the door. I didn't feel like I, need to change my name or anything. But
okay. Well, it seems like there was a bit of a misunderstanding. I mean, you thought you were sneaking in, and it sounds like he explained it. Hey, you have to pay before you enjoy this buffet and everything, which seems to be pretty standard for a buffet. So how about this? How about we suggest this a reset? Since the first date, there was obviously attraction. You said the conversation was good. What if you guys go out again? We pick up the tab for date number 2. Do you have any interest, Felicity, in going out a second time?
You know what? Forget it. I don't want to do this. I'm good.
You're out, Jake?
I'm okay. Thank you, though. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for trying.
Okay. All right. Felicity, thank you for coming on the air with us. Do appreciate your time.
Well, what a way to spend the morning.
Jake, it sounds like you actually took her to a really nice place. I mean, omelet bar, omelet chef, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it's a nice spot. She thinks we ate for free and whatever. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's over.
Okay.
I can see why he's annoyed.
I could see why he got a little upset about that too. Because he was basically, the way that she painted the picture, it sounded like they met at the Hampton Inn and they had the bowl of cornflakes and a bagel or something. And no, I mean, this is sounded like he takes his parents there.
Yeah, it sounds like a place that he frequently goes to, and not just a hotel known for its bedrooms. Yeah. Maybe known for all his other stuff, including the buffet or whatever.
Yeah, a nice restaurant.
Brunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that she felt that way.
Yeah. 888-787-1963. So was Felicity fair in the way that she painted that picture? I mean, I understand maybe she didn't see him pay. She made an assumption, but unfortunately, she painted a picture, like we said, vastly different than it would have been.
It was not good.
Luke went out with Elena, had a great first date. Unfortunately, no second date, and that's where we come in. We're going to see if we can help. Now, first of all, Luke, tell everybody how you met Elena.
Well, we both work at Walmart. But I work in automotive, and that's our own deal. We're not really part of the rest of the Walmart, the rest of the store.
You're kind of on another level higher.
Yeah, exactly. People come to us that wouldn't normally go in the other part of the store.
Oh.
But she was there, and we went on a date to barbecue at my friend's house, and I haven't heard from her since.
Okay, so you hung out with some friends, and sometimes that can be a little bit of a problem because she doesn't know anybody and doesn't have a good time. Possibly, could that have happened?
I mean, maybe, but I just haven't heard from her. So if that's the case, I should be able to know that, right? It's going to be awkward at work.
Do you see her much at work? You said you're kind of your own little thing over there in the automotive department.
Yeah, I haven't seen her a lot recently, so I don't know if she's avoiding me or it's just kind of eating me up.
All right, well, let's have us give her a call, see if we can figure out what's going on, see if we can get your second date, okay?
Thank you.
So we've gotten a hold of Elena, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Elena, do you remember going out with Luke?
Yeah.
Well, he said you guys had a great first date. Then he said he hadn't heard from you since, and he asked us to give you a call on his behalf.
Well, so we went to a party, and I don't know. We were at a barbecue. It was a friend's house of his. There was just a lot of really questionable people there, and I just don't really want to be a part of that. There was a guy there that everyone was congratulating because he had just got out of prison. And then there was another guy who brought a keg to the party and was bragging about the fact that he stole it.
Oh.
And then honestly, the whole thing, it's just not my scene. And I just really did enjoy hanging out with people like that.
And so because of that, because of the friends that he hung out with, you decided just not to call him or contact him after the date.
Well, I mean, yeah, I really just don't want to be a part of any of that, to be honest.
Okay. No, we understand. We understand.
I mean, there could be more stories to be told about that. Maybe we need to talk to Luke.
Yeah, Luke actually gave us a call, like we said, and he's on the other line. Can we bring him in on the conversation just to kind of find out a little bit more about this party? This is totally up to you.
Sure.
Okay. All right. Luke, are you there?
Yeah.
Is what Elena said, is that true? Did someone steal the keg for the party?
And did somebody just get out of prison?
And everybody was celebrating that?
Okay, they weren't the same guy. The guy who got out of prison wasn't the guy who stole the keg. But, I shouldn't be judged by these other people at this party.
The whole time I was with you and the whole time I was there, I just kept having my mom's voice in my head just saying to me, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. And I have always lived by that. And that's just how I feel about this.
Your mom doesn't know like that. Those people, those are my friends. What the?
Luke, do we want to go there?
What are you doing here, man?
Well, they're good guys, so she doesn't. And she wasn't even there. Her mom wasn't even there. So, I'm not the one who stole the keg. But, I mean, we should be happy. Normally we all have to chip in for beer. So there was free beer at this thing. I don't know what she's complaining about.
Listen, you're totally completely missing the whole point of my saying that. I'm telling you that by your friends and seeing the way that they are, that is by proxy who you are. And I don't want to hang out with that.
I'm not the one who stole the keg. That wasn't me.
It doesn't matter that you stole the keg or not. Honestly,
I
at this
didn't
point,
steal the keg.
you're pretty happy about it. So you were just happy to have free beer. What's the difference at that point? It was a big keg. The effort that took to steal something like that, and then everyone's high-fiving and thinking that it's this great, wonderful thing. It's completely immoral, and it's gross.
All right, well, I guess you're just so perfect. You have no faults working over there in the Walmart. That's great.
I never said that, but I certainly have a lot more integrity to know that stealing something is not okay. So I guess it's just a matter of integrity.
A matter of integrity over a keg of beer. What world do you live in? It's beer. It's not, we weren't taking money from kids or anything like that.
You don't know that at all.
That the beer was involved with
it. Wrong. Stealing is wrong. And I'm sorry, but the fact that you are fighting me on this so hard just tells me that your moral compass is totally off.
My moral compass is fine. Thank you very much.
You're an untrustworthy person.
They trust me down at the store, so I don't believe this. This is. So you don't want to go on a second date?
That's our whole goal here, Elena. We're calling to see if you wanted to go out a second time with Luke. We'd pick up the tab, but it sounds like you're pretty adamant you're not interested at all.
Don't speak for her. Let her answer.
Yeah, Elena, do you want to go out on a second date?
I'll definitely pass on that.
Okay. Thank you for coming on the air. We do appreciate your time.
All right. Yeah, thanks.
Y'all just made that so awkward. Why did you make that so we were going to be fine. Why did you all step in and make that awkward?
You're the one that called us and asked us to intercede on your behalf, and it just didn't work out the way that you'd hoped.
I thought y'all would do better than that, but what the hell?
Oh my gosh. Man, there is a lot to unpack there, but yay for Elena. I am so team Elena. She put him in his place. And yeah, it is wrong. He has no moral compass. They shouldn't be celebrating the fact.
Okay, who are we to judge? You don't know why he did time in prison.
I'm not even talking about the prison guy. I'm talking about the keg guy. I haven't even gotten to the prison guy.
Yeah.
The keg guy. And yeah, you don't, I mean, stole the cake from somebody. That's somebody's probably dad or something that works there.
Did he steal it? Do we know for a fact that it was stolen?
Well, they were saying he claimed that he did, and they were all celebrating it. So, I mean, he is claiming it.
You know what? They're just two different worlds, obviously.
The underworld.
Elena, you know what? She just does. I totally get it. She just doesn't want to deal with that. And why would you? You know, you don't know which. Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah. All right. We got Ray on the line. Ray went out with Petra, had a great first date, but unfortunately, no second date. And we're going to see if we can help him out. So, first of all, Ray, tell us how you met Petra.
You know, just on one of those online dating things.
Okay. That led to a date, obviously.
Correct. Yeah. I guess she swiped in the appropriate direction.
Okay. What'd you guys do on your date?
We just met up, went out for a few beers.
And how did that go?
The date went great. I mean, I felt a connection with her, and the problem is that I haven't heard from her since.
All right. Did anything go wrong on the date? We always ask, you know.
Honestly, man, I don't know. I thought everything went great.
Well, let's have us give her a call so we can figure out what's going on, so we can get your second date, okay?
All right.
We've gotten a hold of Petra, and she's agreed to come on the air with us. So, Petra, do you remember going out with Ray?
Yeah, I do remember going out with Ray.
Well, he said you guys had a great first date. Then he said he hadn't heard from you since and asked us to give you a call on his behalf.
Yeah, so basically the first 10 minutes of the date was just complete word vomit. He let me know that he basically has a drinking problem, but he always manages to show up on time for work. He was telling me that, you know, he basically cheated on his ex-wife many times. It was just a lot, especially, I feel, for a first date.
Wait a second.
This is how he started off the date?
Like in the first 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, the second we sat down in the chair, he's like, I just need to tell you, I cheated on my ex so many times, and yeah, I drink a lot. And then, of course, not to mention, he was telling me about his problems with the law and how he has been in trouble before. And I'm just sitting there listening to all of this, and my brain's going a million miles a minute. I feel like it was a lot. It was too much.
Okay. Was he joking or seriously? This is it's kind of hard to wrap our heads around this. This is how he started the date with you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I can't believe it. Seriously, it was pretty bad. I wanted to just get up and leave, but I'm too nice, so I finished the date. But it was pretty bad.
And because of that, you just were not interested in going out with him again?
Because he was like a red flag factory?
Oh, yeah, correct. Absolutely. Red flags everywhere.
Okay. Well, here's the deal. He didn't mention any of that to us. He just said you guys had a great first date and you guys met online. He's actually on the other line right now. Can we bring him in? I just want to verify that he wasn't joking or he actually said, can we just bring him in on this conversation just to kind of see where he was going with all that?
Sure. Absolutely.
All right. Ray, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Is what Petra said accurate? Were you just so honest in the first 10 minutes of the date?
Confessing all this things from your past?
Well, look, yes, it's true. So I used to be a horrible husband, and I used to lie all the time. And now I have a 100% honesty policy. And I feel like women say that all the time. You know, they want you to be honest and clear and everything, but I just want to be honest and lay everything out on the table. And if a woman can't handle that, we wouldn't make it anyway.
So you just want to like put it all out there so she doesn't find out after dating 6 months.
All the baggage that you have.
Absolutely, 100%. I just want to be honest, put it all out on the table, and, you know, if they can handle it, great. We can be together and move forward, but why am I going to put on this facade, this fake person, that, if this isn't me, and eventually that deck of cards is going to fall anyway?
Well, trust me, you absolutely put it all out on the table.
Would you rather us go into 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and then you find out, wait a second, this guy's a completely different person from this front or this whatever that he was putting up?
No, and I do appreciate honesty, but listen, dude, like going forward, when you have other dates, it's not that serious to confess everything you've ever done in your entire life in the first 10 minutes of a first date. Like maybe spread it out a little bit. I'm not saying over the course of 6-7 months, but I mean, let the person get to know who you are, because that's also being truthful, who you are now.
In my defense, I was saying all that stuff because I'm trying to be an honest person now. Yeah, I used to cheat on my wife, but I'm not doing that anymore. I used to get in trouble with the law every now and then, but I don't do that anymore. I was trying to let you know that I was changing and that I'm trying to be a better person, but maybe that was just a little much for you to handle. I do still drink a little bit, though.
Yeah, anybody who dates you is going to have to be a drinker, too.
I never show up late for work. I'm always on time for work. I'm responsible. I mean, I drink a little bit, but that's not so bad.
Well, compared to the other stuff, I guess. So
yeah.
So Petra, knowing all the stuff that he brought to the date, but he's reformed on 2 of the 3 things at least. If we were to pick up the tab for date number 2, would you have any interest in going out with Ray again?
Do you really need to ask at this point?
Well, I mean, it's just kind of paperwork. I got to just put down your response on the logbook here.
So, yeah, no, thank you.
Okay, all right, Petra. Thank you so much for coming on the air. Do appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, Ray. Hey, I get what you're trying to do here, and I understand. Like you said, you don't want 6 months down the road all this stuff to start to come out, but I don't know. Maybe just present it a little different way in the future.
You know what? I still believe honesty is the best policy.
Okay. I get that honesty is the best policy, but let people get to know the good side of you that you're working on, and then slowly kind of,
Yeah, like she said, the present person, the present Ray.
Yeah.
Where who are you as a person today? Because everyone's got a past.
Sure.
Right. Do we lead with our past? I don't know that you would get far with anybody especially if your past is something that you remember so vividly, like he does. That was very problematic for him. I understand he's proud of his change.
Sure, he should be. Yeah, maybe lead with that. Hey, you know what? I'm a changed man. I hope you get to know me. Maybe as we get to know later, I can tell you, mistakes I've made in the past, but I really have learned from my mistakes, and I'm excited to kind of move forward and meet someone to move forward with. Okay. Boom. Let's have a drink.
Okay, Hawkeye.
Yeah.
We have a new segment.
What's that?
Dating advice from Hawkeye, where you give us a daily read from your book, and that's one of them.
A daily read from my book. That being said, I'm willing to bet that there's someone going to call who likes the bad boy.